1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, I want to talk about different hand positions and getting from one to the other quickly to make a riff work. And this is in two parts. I'm going to play it again. I want you to watch my left hand and how it moves from the thumb over the neck to the thumb behind the neck, back and forth. Okay, so now you know what to look at. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so at the beginning, my thumb is over the neck, and that helps them to be vibrato ready. I prefer to be there, but sometimes you can't be. Sometimes for these big stretches, or just when you're playing the lowest string, it doesn't make sense to have the thumb there because it would get in the way. It makes more sense to have more of a classical guitar position. I've got to lean over to get there. But let's take a look at the notes. The first note comes on the downbeat of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like that. It's a D note, which we really don't hear because we immediately slide it up to the E. That's followed by a G. Then we slide back down. Then we go to the C. This is an important rock lick. You hear this a lot in the 60s and 70s. Let me do that slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I just want to make sure you got that. That's very important. After that, that part's easy. A, G, A. And of course, if there's time, I'm going to be vibrato ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But there's not time. We got to get to that chord. I wish that every guitar player who plays rock would spend a lot of time doing this power chord shuffle. I think it's important to spend time doing that. I think that will make you sound better in every way. So let's do that. It's based on an A power chord. A note on the bottom, E note on top, and your pinky reaches out for that melody, but up to the F sharp. And it's creating that groove, that shuffle groove. Now, my thumb's over again by a habit, but I've got to get it behind the neck to make that work. Okay, now let's look at the transition. That's pretty quick, so how did I get there that fast? Like that, it's on the upstroke. But just let's slow that way down, really make sure that the transition just works and we're not getting tangled up in anything on the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then back. Oh, and I figured out a little secret. I use a chick to get back. What do I mean by that? If I'm going an up chick, and that gives me just enough time to get my hand back in position. So and that's the little connector. Now again, most players don't even realize they're doing this sort of thing, but when you give 7,000 guitar lessons, you start to know these details in the front part of your brain. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. the whole secret to this. Those little transitions, you got to make sure those are clean and stylish. Now, I took this whole thing through a blues progression, so we ended up having different landing notes. Went to D. You can figure out where that is. It's the same as A, same frets. You just go to the next set of strings. Back to the A. To get to the E, I slid up to that high E, and then that leaves me to. And for the end, I did a little lick. This is kind of a nice one. Between A and E, just back and forth, kind of quick. How do I play it so quickly? I use my shoulder. You hear that little rub? That's how you know you're doing it right. So look up here and notice that little sawing motion. I can keep a real consistent pick angle. I don't have to do the little squeegee thing with my knuckles. Just it works. So let's see how that works. We go. Got it one more time. Just turn around. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, how did I escape from that? Quickly went to the giant finger to end it like that. Now it's all in pieces right now, so let's put it back together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. I hope you enjoy that. Really important to get those transitions together, and when you got them, you got them. Rock and roll!